like you don't see me when you do. I see you shaking when I'm next to you. I hate the fact that we're both gonna be too fucking famous for everybody in the world.
LOL, you know, difficult times sometimes turn into like funny memories. 안녕하세요 여러분, I'm a Valentine이라고 합니다. What is up everybody? I'm a Valentine here. Welcome back to the channel. I just came from Starbucks, funny enough, after work, even though I work at a cafe, and I was writing some ideas for my cafe. Funny enough, I keep as I work in these cafes, it's so funny because sometimes I get to this point where I'm like, bro, this is hecked up. And I'm like, I feel like I could do this better, or like there's some things where I'm like, I would change this, I would do this. And like, you know, it's happened before, but it occurred to me again where it's just like, well, why don't you? Why don't you? You know what I mean? Like, what's the reason that you're not? And I was thinking, I was like, dang, because like, when I really think about it, I didn't want to open my cafes right now because I wanted to work on my music, right? But I'm having to work at cafes while I work on my music. So instead of me having my own, I'm working at someone else's. And it doesn't matter where I go. It could be Starbucks, it could be a privately owned business. It doesn't matter. I'm still working at someone else's thing. What if I instead just had my own thing, worked for myself, and then I'm still doing music? And music is not a fucking hobby. And it's like, I have this like huge, amazing cafe concept, but I put no pressure behind it. And I was just thinking about this today. I was writing shit down again. And I was just like, bro, I think I need to like subtly promote this shit, or like subtly try to crowdfund it. And it'll be expensive as fuck, but like, I think it'll be worth it. Anyways, I'll see you in a few minutes. Let's go to the beauty supply. Get some shit I don't need. Have a budget of $10. $10, we'll see how that goes. About $6.50 over budget, but I'm happy, satisfied. I got 3 new oils. I smell what I would say is too good. Like, there's too much good smelling stuff. Like, if you're too close to me, you're gonna suffocate. That's how it smells. But I'm thankful. This is like perfect for a Jersey shower, because you know when you get back from the gym, almost face planted. Get back from the gym and home is a long ways away. And yeah, it's for the best. I mean, of course I'm gonna shower, but like while I'm on the way home, I don't smell like I just got home from the gym, you know? That's nice. Hello, I'm back home. Let me tell you something. Life hits different when your stomach is full. I went to Starbucks and I had a chocolate croissant, a venti chai with a strawberry foam. Excuse me, y'all, I'm so sorry. Venti chai with the strawberry foam and brown sugar, oat milk. And then I also got a sandwich with 2 srirachas. And when I tell you, life was hitting different after. Also, I journaled, so I probably got some shit off my chest. And I had a conversation that was relieving before I left my job. I ended up talking to the owner, and she was transparent as hell, like about, you know, hours and stuff. And I feel like being able to just say, hey, like I might have to leave in the next couple months, like it lifted a fucking weight off my shoulders. And I was just so grateful. Like I cried. I be crying. I'm crying a lot as of recent. I think I'm really stressed. I have a lot going on. My finances are confusing me. God's plan is confusing me. I think I'm being redirected and readjusted, because even the fact that all of this has culminated in me thinking about my cafes again and realizing that like, hey, it doesn't have to be just a thing of either or. Like you can do 2 things at once. Yeah, I think I'm being maybe redirected. But what was I saying? Fuck, I was trying to. Oh yeah, I was just super touched that she was so upfront about the hours. And she even said something like, you know, we really want to keep you. And like, I think I have a lot of, like, I deal with a lot of anxiety. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm just very stressed, and for me, I find it hard right now to try to do some of that like healing work when I don't feel like I have the emotional capacity to like try to fix other things outside of my finances right now. I feel like whenever my finances are not in order, then I don't feel okay. So I feel like I get off, and it's like my eating gets off and my exercise gets off, and it feels like everything gets off. But I feel like once I can kind of stabilize some things finance wise, I'll be okay. But then nothing's ever perfect, you know, like there's always something that's fucked up. And so I'm trying to figure out how to, I guess, I don't want to say fix myself, but I want to change some things about myself. And also, even with this being said, I am of the belief that like you don't have to be a perfect person to be successful and to be happy and to be inspiring. So like as I'm dreaming up all this shit that I want to do for my cafes, like yes, I want to serve the world, and I also want to be rich as fuck. Yes, I want to be someone that's inspiring and uplifting, and also I want to be really famous and really powerful and really happy and very successful, and like I want to be a powerful person. And I'm not like trying to be out here and act like I'm a fucking saint. I'm just not. I'm not a saint. Like sometimes I be in toxic relationships. Like sometimes I have said some regrettable shit. Sometimes I'm judgmental. Like I'm just not a fucking perfect person. Like, and I'm just not. I'm not. And so I don't even want to paint that image, because imagine if I paint myself a fucking image to live up to, and then what happens when the shadow comes out? What happens when the shadow side that we all have starts to come out? Then everybody's looking like, oh my gosh, she's not a saint, she's actually evil. It's like, no, I wasn't the opposite. I was just the yin and the yang, and you only like seeing the yin. No, I was always good and bad. Like, we are all a mix of something. And even as I say that, I'm working on not trying to chalk anyone up to good or bad either, because the same way that I have active choice in my opinion and thoughts on the world and what I project out into the world, that changes by the day. The same thing can happen for every other human being that exists. The same way where if I'm given time and I've done something that I think might be offensive to someone else, and I'll go back and I'll apologize, it's a gift to be given that space to choose to do the right thing. So if I'm out here judging and not giving people the room to make something right, is that right for me to do on my end? You know what I'm saying? Like, how can I be more graceful? How can I be more forgiving? And not just because somebody pisses me off once, you know, chalk them with the wolves, because I'm like, fuck that. You'll never get the chance to make me feel like that ever again. I'm trying to figure out some shit, and I think I have to figure out how to heal. Like, people always say, you need to heal. How the fuck do you even do that shit? What are you talking about? Journaling doesn't mean it's fucking over, and like, y'all are not being fucking specific. And I need you to be pacific. Be specific. Like, don't give me some rah-rah shit and then give me no tools. I need tools. I need applicable shit. Don't say, it's like saying, oh, you need to do your taxes by yourself. But then you don't tell me how the fuck the tax laws work. Bitch, I don't fucking know how this shit works. I mean, human beings are so fucking complicated. There's no one human being that is perfect or a saint. Even Buddha himself had a fucking past, bro. He was living lavish, and then he went on a whole fucking journey. Like, everything is complicated. No one person is perfect, and like, there's always going to be something that will have you fucked up. And so like, that in itself is just triggering, but at the same time, people can be really, really, really good too. And so it's like, you don't want to let the anxiety and the fear of the worst shroud out all of the good. And it's like, you kind of have to choose that focus. But sometimes you're just facing so much shit that you're just overwhelmed. And I just feel overwhelmed. I have been very overwhelmed. And I want to bring myself back to a state of acceptance and still belief that I can still do absolutely fucking anything. Especially if I focus and put my mind to it and I'm super consistent. And I can still be the person I want to be. Caring, kind, consistent, happy, successful as fuck. I want to be a fucking billionaire. Like, I want to be famous as fuck in every fucking country. Hella songs in hella different languages. Like, collab with all different types of people. Like, healthy as hell. Like, just happy. Live a long ass life. Rich as fuck. I want to fucking levitate. Like, I want to levitate. I want to levitate. I want to do the impossible. That is a life that I want to lead, not leave. But yeah, that's the life I want to lead. I want to figure that shit out. I don't know how, but I want my legacy to be so fucking insane that people are like, how the fuck did this one bitch do that? How? And I'll say something cool like, it was all God's grace. And boom, God's grace, people's grace, forgiveness, triumph, tribulations, and more triumph. Like, the get up spirit, the never give up spirit, support, like all of that. Love, everything. Love. Let's try to move from a space of love. Let's try to remember love, give love, receive love, rather than from a place of fear and judgment. My heart space is clogged up. Something's not good, but I gotta figure it out, and I'm gonna try. I love myself, and I'll start there. I will talk to y'all a little bit later or in the next vlog. Bye. Literally got on there just so I could tell y'all that I got this, and I was really thankful and excited to be able to use this, and I was blessed for that. I'm about to do my nails. I didn't know it was $2.99, but hey. That's